What's up everybody, welcome back to North MTG. My name is Zach and you know what it is. We got your weekly cEDH action here for you, but before we jump into that, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. It really does mean so much to help us grow the channel. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, feel free to hit the bonfire link down in the description where you can buy some awesome merch, such as this shirt that I'm wearing right here, or you can also check out our Patreon where you can get awesome rewards, such as at the $5 tier where you can get day early ad-free access to all of our videos. But with all that out of the way, let's talk about today's decks. Today I'll be playing Zurgo Ojutai. This Jeskai list looks to stick the commander to get in for card advantage before closing out the game with the typical Jeskai Underworld Breach combo. Dylan will be playing another Jeskai deck in Elsha of the Infinite. This deck looks to manipulate the top card of its library for card advantage through Elsha before closing out the game by infinitely looping a Sensei's Divining Top to draw the library or winning with a classic Underworld Breach combo. Robert will be playing Najeela the Blade Blossom. This 5-color good stuff pile looks to kill the table in combat using Najeela or win the game with a classic Thassa's Oracle or Underworld Breach combo. And Shane will be playing a spicy one. This is Grist the Hunger Tide. This is a Golgari Reanimator list that looks to close out the game either with a Hoarding Broodlord line into a Witherbloom Chain of Smog or with a Protean Hulk combo. So that is what everybody's rocking today. Once again, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. But with all of that out of the way, let's jump into some sweet cEDH action. Who has pre-games?
None here.
Not me.
Okay, draw for turn. I'm gonna play an Overgrown Tomb. I'll shock it in. I'll tap it right away for a black and cast an Imperial Seal.
Good by me.
Okay, grab this card. I'll take 2 life, go to 36.
Yeah.
What was it, Shane?
It was a card.
Oh,
Go
was
ahead.
your card?
Draw for turn. I'm gonna go with a Mox Diamond. I'm gonna discard... I'm gonna discard this Volcanic Island and I'll play the Training Center. Not feeding any Carpet of Flowers out here today. And then I'll play a Mox Opal and I'll pass.
I will untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Tropical Island. I will play a Lion's Eye Diamond. I will play a Mox Diamond.
Sheesh. Calm down.
I'm gonna pitch a Verdant Catacombs as long as that's okay.
Yeah, fine by me.
I'm gonna tap for green, play a Delighted Halfling, and then I think I will pass.
Neat. Keep drop. Oh, what am I doing?
That's the question, isn't it? What are you doing, Dylan?
Dude, I don't know. Just kind of here and shit.
I'm just vibing.
City of Traders.
Yep.
Talisman of Conviction.
Yep.
Pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
So what was that draw, Shane?
One of the best draws. I'm gonna play an Underground Mortuary.
Oh, that's what your draw was?
Yep, I'm gonna
Crazy.
surveil. Sure, let's keep that there. I'll just tap 1 for a Soul Ring.
Yeah, you betcha.
If that's good, I'll pass.
Alright, I'll draw for turn. I'm going to play this Sea of Clouds, since I still do in fact have 2 opponents. And unfortunately, that's going to be all I got.
Okay. I will untap, draw. I will play a City of Brass's land for turn. I will tap for black with the Mox Diamond and play an Imperial Seal.
Good.
Yeah, good by me.
That card will go on top. I will take 2 damage going down to 38. And then I will take another damage from the City of Brass and use the Delighted Halfling to cast Najeela uncounterable.
Yeah, I think before that resolves, just for the sake of doing it, I'm just going to cast a Born Upon the Wind.
Okay.
I'm just cycling it.
Yeah. Love a Value Born.
Okay, draw. Interesting. Okay.
And then Najeela
that's
will
good.
resolve. I will pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. We'll Mox Diamond, pitching Wooded Foothills. Going to float 2 colorless. Play a Scalding Tarn. Sacrifice City of Traders. Tap and pay a life. Scalding Tarn for a Volcanic Island, going to 39. And then I will use my 2 colorless, red. I'll do a red, a blue, and then I'm going to take a pain for a white, going to 38. Elsha.
Yeah, you got it.
Look at my top card. This card. Pass the turn on that.
Okay. Tap. Keep draw. Yeah. I'll tap 3, floating a colorless. I'll cast Grist.
For sure.
Grist coming in. I'll just +1 it right away. Alright, I'll make an insect and I'll mill a card. It is a City of Brass. And I'll pass the turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep, good draw. It's a okay draw. I'll play this Urza's Saga as my land for turn. I'll go to the first counter on that. How many cards does everybody have in hand?
1.
3.
5.
Probably not a great time to do this, but I kind of just want to jam. I'm gonna cast a Wheel of Fortune.
Wild. I will pass priority.
Yeah, I'll also pass priority.
There's nothing I can do about it.
But you're not happy about it?
Very not happy.
The only way I can it's the only way I can stop it is to not have cards in my hand anymore.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so discarding a Hollowed Fountain, City of Brass, Mana Confluence.
Discarding a Metamorphose.
Discarding Mindbreak Trap, Force of Will, Artist Talent.
Discarding Noxious Revival, Opposition Agent, Saw in Half, Reanimate, and Entomb.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. I'm gonna draw a 7 here then. All right, fresh 7s. With the remainder of my mana, oh, I wish I tapped differently now, damn. I guess I'll pass there.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw a Scrubland for turn. I will take a damage going down to 36 for a black, and I will play a Grim Hireling. I need to tap differently, I think. Grim Hireling, good?
Yeah.
Good here.
I will move to combat. You've got a 1/1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to swing Najeela at... I'm going to move to combat.
Red Rover, send Najeela on over.
I'm going to swing Najeela at Shane.
Oh.
Najeela ability triggers. I will make a warrior.
At Shane or at Grist?
That is tap at Shane.
Shane, okay.
Because I need to deal combat damage to a player.
Yep.
And then I will swing the warrior at Shane, or at Zach.
Yeah. No responses, but moving to blocks.
Yes.
I think I have to block. Oh.
You have to block, Shane. Shane, you have to block.
I'll block Najeela with my insect.
I will take one from the warrior. I can't stop the warrior.
On damage, Grim Hireling will trigger. I will create 2 treasures. I will move into my second main phase. And I will pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. What is Hue? Hue's good. Hue's pretty good. You don't do much right now, but you're pretty good. Yeah, we'll do that to start. So I'm going to pay a blue to cast Mr. Grimoire off the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you guys are passing priority?
Yep.
Sure am. I'll leave it to the blue players to counter.
I will also pass priority.
Okay. Mystic resolves. 0 mana for a Mox Opal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Should we be tracking prowess?
Probably.
That's 2 prowess. I can track it over here.
Thank you. 1 colorless for a Soul Ring.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You thinking something on the Soul Ring? You're gonna misstep Dylan again on the Soul Ring?
So what, that's 4 mana? We scared of 4 mana?
4 mana.
It's hard to say. This deck's kind of fucky.
Unwinding Clock.
Yeah, 4 mana could be an Unwinding Clock. It could be a Displacer Kitten, which then just gets more mana from Flickering Rocks. There's a lot of things it could be, and he could also just be sitting on a hand of like just mana with nothing to do. It's really hard to say with Elsha.
I mean, you
Or
just
one
drew 7 cards, so I'm gonna go ahead and pay the 2 life and mental misstep the Soul Ring.
That adds up to me.
Well,
Fish trigger.
in response to the fish trigger, do I
Okay.
want to do anything is the question.
Yep.
This is on the stack right now. I only have access to 2 mana.
And I went down to 34 to pay for the mental misstep.
So I know what's here, and I could cast it right. It doesn't do anything if I cast it right now, but I could cast it right now. I don't think I'm going to. Okay, yeah, so fish trigger. I'm going to draw this. It's
Now you're gonna
is
look.
this going to be that? No, it still doesn't do anything right now. Although if I paid to cast that, well, we could see what's next. I'm going to pay 2 to cast Grim Monolith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good on the Grim
Yeah,
Monolith.
yeah, good on
cast.
Okay, I gotta do math in my head because I want that. So that'd be 1, 2. So my
Mental misstep on the Soul Ring. Yep.
Soul Ring is countered.
Okay.
I'm going to.
And Elsha prowess count is at 4.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. To be honest, it's probably irrelevant because I'm gonna attack Grist.
I
more
think
than
I think you shouldn't attack because we need blockers for the Najeela combat turn.
Well, we're gonna get there.
Okay. Okay.
Steam Vents, land for turn, going to 36. 1 red, floating 3 colorless, using 2 of the 3 colorless for an X equals 2 rolling earthquake.
Oh.
2 damage to each creature without horsemanship and each player.
Yeah. I assume Shan passes priority in the gold already. I got nothing for it.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
I do still have the colorless floating. Before that fizzles, I am going to use my 1 colorless for a Sensei's.
I don't like that. I do not like that one bit.
Wish I had something for it.
Yeah.
Does Sensei's resolve?
I got nothing,
Over
unfortunately.
here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will go to combat and attack Grist with, I don't even know, it's like a 7, 8,
that was 5 right there.
5, so it's an 8/8 Elsha.
Yeah.
It's done.
Going to rearrange this a little bit. Passer.
Untap. Keep and draw. I'll play a forest for turn. I'll tap the forest for an Elvish Mystic.
Yep.
Yep. That's it.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep, draw. Yes. Urza Saga will go to chapter 2. Exotic Orchard. I'll pay 1 and cast a Strike It Rich. Cannot pay the fish.
Okay. Drop 1, and
It's good? Sweet. Make a treasure turning on my Mox Opal, and then I will use my Mopal now, since it is live, to tap out the rest of my mana and cast a Zurgo and Ojutai.
In response, I would like to tap for blue and Mystical Tutor. I will not be paying for fish.
drop. Interesting.
I pass.
No response.
Yeah, I got
No
nothing
response.
for Mystical Tutor.
I will be getting an ad nauseum.
Yucky.
Whoa!
Yucky.
And then Zurgo and Ojutai is free to resolve from me.
Sweet. I would like to promptly go to combat, and you just put an ad nausea in your hand, so
Yeah, you should hit me.
I would definitely love to hit you. 4/4, Flying Haste, Zurgo and Ojutai coming at you.
No blockers.
I will do my trigger, look at the top 3. I'm going to take that one. Take that one to my hand, these 2 to the bottom. Then with my fresh new card in hand, I think I will be passing the turn.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw this card that we don't know about.
The end card.
Could be anything.
I will play a Badlands as land for turn. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and we might as well take the damage now. We'll go down to 27 and cast the Adnos.
Fish.
I will not be paying for fish.
Dylan, you gotta have something
I
over there.
don't, unfortunately.
Dylan!
The only 2 counterspells I've seen all game got wheeled immediately.
Sorry about it.
I haven't seen a counterspell since. I'm sorry.
Zach, what you got?
I do have something. I'll crack my treasure and cast a Swan Song. I will not pay the fish. I wouldn't pay it if I could.
Yeah, Adnos. I will get a bird. Burb.
Burp.
I thought for sure you had a counterspell backup on that. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, there's no way I'm stopping this, but
Yeah, I will pass the turn.
Untap.
3 cards in hand.
Upkeep. I'll pay 1 to keep my fish. And draw. And what are you?
Do you want to untap your Elsha?
Thank you. I'm done.
No, you're fine.
same.
Sacred Foundry is my land. Going to 32.
Just be cool, Dylan. Just pass the turn, you know. You can play at instant speed.
Pay 1 white. It really doesn't matter the color, but 1 for a Manifold Key.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
And then I'm going to pay another and tap the Manifold Key to untap Grim Monolith.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to tap Grim Monolith for 3. Going to cast Helm of Awakening off the top of my library. Does Helm resolve? Infinitely.
Shane,
Basically, instantly I can draw out my deck with Sensei's if it resolves.
do you have removal?
You don't want
I
it to resolve.
don't have removal, so I gotta pass.
The way you said it, I was like, oh man, it sounds like he has something. Yeah, unfortunately, I got nothing.
I will also pass priority.
Okay. I will tap Senseis to activate Senseis.
Yeah.
Draw a card and put it on top.
I will respond to that just to see if I can even do anything to stop you. Float a colorless. I'll cast a Shallow Grave.
Ooh.
I can't pay the Remora.
Okay, I will draw for the Remora. In response, I'm going to pay a white for silence.
I imagine nobody has anything for the
No,
silence.
no, unfortunately, no.
Okay. Opposition agent.
Yeah.
Does silence resolve?
Yup.
Goody.
Alas, unfortunately.
Alright, so Sensei's on top, drawing a card. I'm going to then cast the Sensei's Divining Top for 0 with Helm of Awakening. Then I'm going to activate Sensei's to draw a card. I'm going to do this until I have the majority of my deck. I'll leave like 3 cards just to be safe. Storm count is like 80.
At least I've got a burb.
I will play a free Mana Bolt. I will pay 1. I have 1 colorless still from the Grim Monolith for an Arcane Signet, Chromox, Imprinting, Gift Probe,
Now here's where I
Voltaic Key,
being down.
Mox Amber.
That's right.
For an Underworld Breach. Activate LED,
Just one.
discard my hand, and then escape Brain Freeze.
A couple times.
And-
Probably only like twice.
That's only once.
Do the stuff.
Yeah.
Escape LED, escape Brain Freeze, escape
it's
LED,
80 times
escape Ground
3.
Freeze.
You got it, boss.
Yeah.
All right, Dylan bringing home yet another win for this Elsha list. He has been putting in absolute work with this list. It is such a cool list. Love seeing a OG commander like Elsha come in and take names like that. Just the ability to play at instant speed off the top of the library like that really is just so insanely powerful. Before we close out this video, though, I do just want to clarify something for those that stuck around to the end of the video on last week's episode. I am not going to be replacing cEDH content with standard content. When I talked about doing some standard content, it was not ever in place of cEDH. It would just be some extra videos from time to time on other formats such as standard, maybe legacy. But cEDH is the primary focus of Far North MTG, and Far North MTG is first and foremost a cEDH channel. Just wanted to clarify that, so if you're interested in standard, stay tuned. There will probably be some standard content coming up in the next couple of weeks here, but yeah, that is everything for today's video. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and with all that out of the way, we'll see you next time.